Hello guys, welcome to my Python tutorial. In this video, we are going to talk about dictionary. Another useful data type built into Python is the dictionary. Dictionaries are sometimes found in other languages as associative memories or associative arrays. Unlike sequences, which are indexed by a range of numbers, dictionaries are indexed by keys, which can be any immutable type. Strings and numbers can always be keys. Tuples can be used as key if they contain only strings, numbers, or tuples. If a tuple contains any mutable object, either directly or indirectly, it cannot be used as a key. You can't use lists as keys since lists can be modified in place using index assignments, slice assignments, or methods like append and extend as we have discussed earlier. It is best to think of a dictionary as a set of key-value pairs with the requirement that the keys are unique within one dictionary. A pair of braces creates an empty dictionary. Placing a comma-separated list of key-value pairs within the braces adds initial key-value pairs to the dictionary. This is also the way dictionaries are written on output. The main operations on a dictionary are storing a value with some key and extracting the value given the key. It is also possible to delete a key value pair with del keyword. If you store using a key that is already in use, the old value associated with the key is forgotten. It is an error to extract a value using a non-existent key. Performing list of D on a dictionary returns a list of all keys used in the dictionary in insertion order. If you want it sorted, just use sorted of D instead. To check whether a single key is in the dictionary, use the in keyword. Now let us begin with creating a new dictionary. If no positional argument is given, an empty dictionary is created. If a positional argument is given and it is a mapping object, a dictionary is created with the same key value pairs as the mapping object. Otherwise, the positional argument must be an iterable object. Each item in the iterable must itself be an iterable which exactly has two objects. The first object of each item becomes a key in the new dictionary and the second object the corresponding value. If a key occurs more than once, the last value for the key becomes the corresponding value in the new dictionary as demonstrated. Let us begin with list of D. It returns a list of all the keys used in the dictionary D. Len of D, on the other hand, returns the number of items in the dictionary D. D of key returns the item of D with key. Raises a key error if key is not present in the map. If a subclass of dict defines a method missing and key is not present, the D of key operation calls that method. The D of key operation then returns or raises whatever is returned or raised by the missing call. No other operations or methods invoke missing. If missing is not defined, key error is raised. I have defined the missing method such that it returns a string 0. D of key equals value. Sets D of key to the value. Del of D of key removes D of key from the dictionary D. Raises a key error if the key is not in the map. Membership operators key in D returns true if D has a key, else false. Iter of D returns a iterator over the keys of the dictionary. This is a shortcut for iter of D.keys. Clear removes all the items from the dictionary. Copy returns a shallow copy of the dictionary. Get of key, default returns the value for key if the key is in the dictionary, else default. If default is not given, it defaults to none, so that this method never raises a key error. Items returns a new view of the dictionary's items in key value pairs. Keys return a new view of dictionary's. Pop of key, default. If key is in the dictionary, remove it and return its value, else it will return the default value. If default is not given and key is not in the dictionary, it raises a key error. Pop item removes and returns a key value pair from the dictionary. Pairs are returned in LIFO order. Reversed of D returns a reverse iterator over the keys of the dictionary. This is a shortcut for reversed of D.keys. Works only with version 3.9. Set default key comma default. If the key is in the dictionary, it returns the value. If not, it will insert the key with a value of default, and default is none here. Update of other. Update the dictionary with key or value pairs from other overwriting existing keys. Returns none. Values returns a new view of dictionary's values. Final snippet is the union operator which works in Python 3.9. So that's all about dictionaries, and see you guys on my next video. Thank you.